As a professional athlete, I continually push my body to the max. I ride the line between optimal training and overtraining, trying to do as much as I can without doing too much. Ride that line perfectly and I get PRs and great races, but cross it and things get ugly. I cried and I hyperventilated and I just felt really bad during that workout. I'm trying not to cry right now, but the tears are coming. For the majority of my workouts for the last couple months, something hasn't felt right. I have been running for 15 years. I know what a hard workout feels like, and that's not what my workouts feel like. They don't feel hard, they feel bad. I want to get it figured out. I was just on the phone with my coach David, and we think it's probably some form of overreaching, just because I have been training pretty hard and maintaining a pretty high volume for a while. But I wanted to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about what overreaching is, what overtraining is, and some of the ways to recover from them. And I will be going through that as well, because that's what I'm doing this week, is recovering from overreaching. Overreaching happens because of a slight overload in training, so the first step to recovering from it is to reduce the intensity and focus in on Zone 1 training. Zone 1 training is that very, very easy form of cardio that feels super relaxed, you're conversational, having a good time. It should feel very enjoyable and energizing. Like when you finish, you should feel good, not drained. For example, during this 14-mile run, I was just in a great mood the entire time and absolutely vibing.
Hello down there.
You wanna hop in?
No, I'm good. Thanks though.
It's so sunny.
I know.
Since Zone 1 training is lower in intensity, it is a smaller stress on the body, so it allows my nervous and endocrine systems to recover, as well as me to feel physically refreshed.
Beautiful. Allie should be coming right down here pretty soon.
The other great thing about Zone 1 training is that it still allows me to maintain my aerobic fitness and soak in all of those training sessions I had during the time I was overreaching. So hopefully I can bounce back from this even stronger. Look, I am the self-proclaimed cross-training queen. I love a good low-impact double. I thrive when I keep the volume up, but I never want my volume to come at the expense of my running, and especially the intensity running that I do, e.g. workouts. Workouts are the best way for me to build fitness for the events I'm focusing on, and so I want those to stay a priority. As of late, my workouts have not been good, and I think part of that is because I have not been fresh due to my high volume. So for this week, I am focusing on reducing that volume, allowing myself to recover. On my purely cross-training days, I did 75 to 90 minutes, and on my running days, for the most part, I was not doubling, so that my body only has one stress to respond to each day. So this week, I took more time to rest and did some relaxing hikes with my family and Spencer, which was super nice. The next step is to actually allow your body and mind to recover by relaxing. It's easy to stress about feeling overtrained or not doing enough, but this week I really tried to focus in on allowing myself to enjoy that rest and truly soak it in. So I spent time doing mobility and rolling. I went to visit my parents in Boise to just spend some quality time with them, and I also did a yoga class with my mom and went and got myself a sports massage to just reduce my stress and enjoy this time. All of these changes would be for nothing if I compensated by eating less, because my body clearly is struggling to keep up with the demands of training, and that means that it needs fuel. So this week I focused on eating enough and providing my body with the nutrients it needs to recover from the demands of training and to make up for any deficits that may have been created during my period of overreaching.
Dad, it looks pretty good.
It's a joke.
Thanks, Allie. Man, I mean, look at the coloring, the grill marks,
But-
both sides, and juicy, not still slightly pink in the center. 148 degrees.
Allie, can we pan to the tofu? Demerit, demerit, demerit.
What do you give him out of 10, Mom?
3.5.
Oh.
Wow. Guess who's cooking tofu next time?
Oh, yeah.
Part of nutrition is hydration, so throughout this process of trying to recover from overreaching, I will be focusing in on my hydration by drinking Element. Element is a tasty electrolyte beverage that has a scientifically based formulation of electrolytes with 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. It has everything that I need and nothing I don't. So when I'm drinking this, I can be very confident that I'm doing everything I can to make the most of my hydration. I've been using Element for about a year now, and it has really changed the game for me. If you want to try it, Element is offering a free sample pack of all 8 flavors with any order to my subscribers. So just go to drinkelement.com/Allie or go to the link in my description. And as always, stay salty, my friends. The final step of this process is to reintroduce workouts. So I headed to the track with my parents to hit a speed session.
I'm here for my workout. Yeah, get it!
I think about running a couple 400. I'll bet you I could break 50 seconds.
A speed workout is a good way to reintroduce workouts because it is high intensity but a shorter duration, so it's a smaller stress on the body, and also it is easier mentally to get through since the reps are short.
Then on the way back from the bathroom, I actually did dynamic drills. So I dovetailed tasks to maximize efficiency. So the warm-up's only going to take about 45 to an hour.
Wow. Now you get to wear your fancy shoes? These shoes, though.
Ooh, yeah.
They're nice.
Most durable shoe on the market. Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah. According to research.
Normal
Keurig.
While I'm doing this workout, I wanted to talk a little bit about the differences between overtraining and overreaching. So basically, overreaching is the stage before overtraining. Both of them are caused by having too much training stress and not enough recovery, but the difference is that overreaching can actually be functional. While recovering from overtraining can require months of reduced volume and intensity, recovering from overreaching can happen in a week or even less. There are 2 types of overreaching. There's functional and non-functional. For me, we are pretty sure that I was in a functional overreach, which means that after I do recover from this, I could have some super compensation where I actually absorb all of that training and have a benefit from this overreach.
Keeping up. I'm keeping up. That's right. I did the last 50. Oh, yeah, that's some type of precipitation. We're debating whether it's hail or sleet or snow. I think it's all 3. There's a lot of goose poop. Ridiculous. It's all goose poop. Ugh.
The prospect of being able to recover from this overreach and actually feel better than I did before it now is so appealing, and part of the reason why I took this recovery week so seriously. I know that some of the changes may seem drastic and you might think, well, why not just try one thing instead of everything at once?
Where'd it go? Whoop, whoop.
But I really want to be able to stop this overreaching before it becomes overtraining or non-functional overreaching. So time is of the essence, and allowing my body and mind to recover is super important right now. The workout that I showed at the beginning of this video that included me crying and hyperventilating was a workout that had 8x200 in it, and I'm really happy that today I was able to hit paces faster than I was doing in those 200s, and yet no tears.
And the crowd goes wild! Roar!
The workout went pretty well. You know, I felt better than I expected to because the last while workouts have not gone that well. But today definitely felt like a step in the right direction. And I think the steps that David and I took in the last week to correct the overreaching seem to have helped some. Either that or, you know, my parents being here was just that extra boost I needed, you know?
Well, I was thinking that 50 meters I ran with you probably made that rep a lot easier, right?
You know, that was one of my fastest reps and I was laughing during it, so I don't know.
I think I might have pulled my hip flexor, but
It's all for the good of the group,
that's
you know?
right. I didn't want you to be completely alone.
Yeah, and Mom, she was climbing on top of this table, and then it like partially collapsed, and then she got back on. That's her dedication to the video.
We'll see in the final cut if the artist really captured the moment.